All right, so in the previous video, we talked about the account numbers. We also created another fresh new account, and we saw the addresses, how to get the addresses of different accounts. We also saw that we have 0 ETH in our account. So before we deploy the smart contract, we obviously need some test ETH to use it on the Sepolia test network. And using that test ETH, then we are going to deploy our smart contract on the blockchain. So it's time now to get the test ETH. Now to get the test ETH, where we need to go is simply Google Ethereum Sepolia testnet faucet. So I'll just do it for you. So just simply go to Google and type on Google Sepolia Ethereum faucet. The moment you do that, you will get an Infura link, and you will also probably get an Alchemy link. Now, I have an Alchemy account already set up, so I will simply go to the Ethereum Sepolia faucet for Alchemy. If you prefer to use Infura, go ahead, do that. It will probably ask you to create an account first. You can authenticate it with your email ID as well. So I have Ethereum Sepolia faucet, and that's already open. So the moment you click on that link, this is the screen that you will get. You will definitely need to log in. So like I said, you will need to create and register or sign up first. So it's a free sign up, do that as well. Once you do a free sign up, you will get a page like this. On this page, this is your bank page, right? So consider this as the page where you're going to tell this bank that, hey, can you please give me some test fake Ether so I can deploy my smart contract on the blockchain. So over here, it's going to ask you for your wallet address. This is your account number. This is your bank account number. And where do you get this from? So all what you do is you simply go back to your MetaMask, which I taught you before. Simply click on this one over here on these accounts, on these small icons. Just click on here and it says address copied. Come back to your Sepolia faucet. Log in by creating an account, and once you log in, simply paste the address that you copied from there. So I'm going to paste it over here, so it's probably not come, so I'll just do it one more time. So I'll hit copy, and then I will paste my address over here. So you can see that the address of account 1, which is your address on MetaMask for the Sepolia testnet, this address you have copied on the Ethereum Sepolia faucet. And all what you need to do is check on this, that it's going to send you 0.5 ETH, and just simply say send me ETH. It's going to ask me for completing the CAPTCHA, so I will do that. I will click on I'm not a robot, and then I will click on send me ETH. Now it's obviously doing the transaction, so we'll wait a few seconds. All right, so I have received some network error, which is all right. You could also receive something like that. And I'm just going to go quickly and check back in my MetaMask just in case if I may have got it, but definitely I don't have it yet. So I'm going to probably now give it another go. And I will go back and I'll just make sure that I have my address copied again. So it's 0x55D. And I'll just make sure that I have the right address copied, and I will click on I'm not a robot, and I will click on send me ETH one more time. So let's see if this time it works. All right, you can see that I had to do a bit of back and forth before I finally got test ETH in my wallet. And I could have easily edited this, but I thought it's just fair that I let it be there, because you could also experience a similar scenario. It could be a network thing, it could be a load thing, it could be anything, right? So yeah, so you could experience this when you're requesting fake ETH. And also please note that there is a limit to how many ETH you can take in a day. So it's 0.5 ETH that you can take in a day, and that's good enough for you to play around. So I usually just take a few fake ETHs and just keep it so that I can do my development. when I'm playing with it. So yeah, just some live scenario that you saw just right now. I had to do a bit of back and forth, but finally I just went back the moment I got this message that it has already transferred it. I simply just went back and I tested in my account that the fake ETH was there. Now, usually in a perfect world, you would on this screen also see a link to your transaction, and you can also trace it back, but since it's just not shown over here, so that's why I can't see it. Let me just hit refresh, maybe I can see it, but yeah, I still can't see it. So usually that when the transaction happens, you get a link over here where my mouse is hovering, and you can actually go to the Explorer and see and have a look at that transaction. Nevertheless, I can still go back to my MetaMask and open the Transaction Explorer from here. So you can see that over here that a transaction has happened on 25th of March 2024, which is the date today, and I have received 0.5 ETH. Now, if I click on this, it will essentially show me some more details. So I'm just going to zoom this a bit, and it will show me the status on the Block Explorer, which I'll show you in a moment. The transaction as confirmed, and it came from this account into my account 1. And you can see some more blockchainy details like the nonce, the amount, the gas limits. We'll get more into these concepts as we advance. But for now, let's just click on View on Block Explorer. And the moment I do that, it's basically going to open the sepolia.etherscan.io Block Explorer. It's showing me the transaction hash. It's showing me that the status is a success. It's showing me that the block number and the number of blocks that are produced since this transaction happened. It's also showing me the timestamp of when this transaction happened. Then it goes on to show me the from address and this to address, which is the address of my wallet. So 0x55D. Remember, this was the same address that was, I'll go back over here. This was the same address that was for my account. So if I copy this, and if I paste it over here, you can see that this is the same address 0x55D and the last 4 digits DA36A. So you can see that the same digits are there on the to account. So this is essentially my account, and this is the test faucet. This is the bank account where the test ETH came from. Now, how much ETH I received? I obviously received 0.5 ETH, and this was the transaction fee that was deducted. So we'll talk about this later. And yeah, that is pretty much a quick overview of what happened. So all the transactions that are happening, you will have all the information in the Block Explorer, and you can see what all happens behind the scenes, and you can verify your transactions from here as well.